Take a deep breath, very slowly, and feel the air filling your lungs. And as you exhale, release, let go any tension, any weight of the day that is now ending. Inhale again, bringing a feeling of calm, and exhale for a long time, letting go. Relaxing more and more with each breath, you allow yourself to sink a little more into a state of deep, serene tranquility. Imagine now that you are beginning a journey, a gentle, pleasant journey into yourself. Let your physical body rest comfortably wherever you are, feeling the support beneath you, the softness of the fabrics, the pleasant temperature of the environment. And as your body relaxes, your mind begins to gently detach itself from the worries of the outside world, from the sounds around you, from the lights. Everything begins to drift away gently. You feel a lightness, a sensation of floating, as if you were floating in calm, warm, and crystal clear waters. There is no effort, just a surrender, a letting yourself be carried away by this gentle current which carries you with immense care and safety to a special place, a place that is only yours, an inner sanctuary, your mental laboratory, a space of pure creation and potential. And as you float, gently, increasingly relaxed, notice how the edges of your being expand. You are no longer limited by the boundaries of your physical body. You are consciousness, pure, light, free, floating, sailing towards this haven of peace. This laboratory is not an ordinary place. It is not made of bricks or concrete. It is woven with the matter of your most peaceful dreams, your purest intentions, and your deepest essence. The arrival is always serene. There are no creaking doors, no hurried corridors. The transition is so subtle that you almost do not notice when you leave the waking world and enter this inner domain. It is like passing through a veil of the finest silk, or diving into a luminous and perfumed mist, which welcomes you and envelops you in an embrace of pure tranquility. Feel this transition now, this gentle passage to your sacred space. You have arrived. Welcome, welcome to your secret laboratory of the creative mind. Look around you with the eyes of your imagination, absorbing the atmosphere of this place. So familiar and so safe, it is an environment that your soul recognizes, a place where you can be simply who you are, without masks, without defenses, just you, in your purest essence. Asterisk, the lights here are always dim and welcoming. There is no blinding glare, just a soft luminosity emanating from unseen sources, perhaps from the walls themselves, which seem to pulse with a serene energy, or from floating globes of light which emit a diffuse glow, like moonlight filtered through thin clouds. The predominant colors are calming, perhaps shades of deep blue, indigo, soft violet, or a pale gold, which invites rest and introspection. Feel how this light caresses your ethereal skin, how it calms your thoughts, enveloping you in a mantle of peace. Notice the details, the way the light interacts with the environment, creating soft shadows and areas of comforting mystery. There is no rush here. You have all the time in the world to absorb every nuance, every sensation. This is your refuge, designed by you, for you, and it responds to your need for calm and serenity. Every particle of light in this laboratory seems to vibrate with a promise of renewal and of clarity, and the sounds, or perhaps the absence of them. Here, the silence is a balm, a silence that is not empty, but full, filled with a vibrant stillness. A stillness that speaks directly to your soul. Perhaps you perceive a very subtle hum, almost inaudible, like the distant sound of a celestial waterfall, or the rhythmic pulse of the creative energy of the universe itself. A sound that is felt. More than heard, a vibration that lulls and soothes any trace of agitation, if there are sounds. They are soft harmonies, ethereal melodies that float in the air like ribbons of silk. Each note tuned to induce the deepest relaxation. Let these sounds, or this deep silence, wash over your mind, cleansing it of all noise, of all dissonance. Feel the texture of the air. It is soft, velvety, perhaps slightly warmed or refreshing, exactly as you need it to be. It carries with it a subtle fragrance, an aroma that evokes peace and security, perhaps the smell of ancient books and wisdom, or of night flowers blooming under the starlight, or simply the pure aroma of creation, of infinite potentiality. Breathe deeply into this air and feel it nourishing every cell of your being. In this laboratory, you are completely protected, encased in an invisible dome of loving energy. Nothing can disturb you here. No external concerns can cross this sacred threshold. It is a cocoon of tranquility where your mind can be still and your spirit can find rest. Feel this protection as a warm and constant embrace, a guardian presence that watches over your well-being, ensuring that this moment is one of pure restoration and inner peace. This is a place of pure potentiality. Here, in this laboratory of the mind, there are no limits to your imagination, to your ability to create, to transform, to heal. It is a fertile field, where the seeds of your highest intentions can be planted and nurtured to blossom in your waking life. Feel the creative energy that permeates this space, a pulsating energy, alive, available to you, ready to be molded, according to your deepest desires and your most beautiful dreams. Stay for a moment, just absorbing the peace, the security, the beauty of this mental laboratory of yours. Feel at home, for you are. This is the center of your creation, the heart of your intuition, the starting point for all the wonders you can manifest. Let every cell of your being memorize this sense of serene arrival, of belonging, of unlimited potential. You are exactly where you need to be, on the threshold of a transformative experience, prepared and receptive for the magic that is to come. Feel the stillness deepen, the calm expand, as you settle even further in this your inner sanctuary, ready for the next step of your nightly journey of self-knowledge and healing, gently, peacefully. Now that you are fully immersed in the serene and welcoming atmosphere of your mental laboratory, allow yourself a moment of gentle reflection on the day that has just ended, not to analyze or judge, but simply to observe with the same gentleness with which the clouds float across the sky. Let the images, the sounds, the sensations of the day that has passed arise in your mind like distant echoes, without attaching yourself to any of them, simply acknowledging their passing. Feel as if each event, each interaction, each thought of your day were a small leaf floating on a peaceful river. Some leaves may have been more colorful, others more opaque. Some may have brought joy, others perhaps a gentle challenge. It does not matter. Now, they all follow the course of the river, gently moving away towards the ocean of the past. And as you watch them go, feel any residual tension, any weight that may still be on your shoulders, in your mind, simply dissolve, being carried along with these leaves, downstream, leaving you lighter, more present, here and now. Now, in this sacred space of yours, take a deep breath, and as you exhale, visualize this release as a gentle mist dissipating into the air, taking with it any worry, any trace of anxiety. Allow your muscles to relax even more, your mind to quiet down even more, entering a state of receptivity and peace. This is a moment of purification, of emptying, so that you can fill yourself with new energies, with new intentions, and in this state of clarity and serenity, a gentle awareness emerges, a delicate perception, perhaps like a whisper from your heart or an insight that blooms like a night flower, the awareness of the need or the deep desire to nurture something very precious within you, your self-confidence, that inner spark of certainty, of self-truth, that can sometimes seem a little overshadowed by the clouds of doubt or the shadows of fear. Perhaps today or in recent days you have felt this spark a little weaker, or perhaps you simply wish it would shine more brightly, more constantly. There is no judgment here, just a loving recognition, a tender acceptance of this need, like someone who recognizes that a plant needs fresh water to blossom in all its beauty. Self-confidence is like this plant. It needs care, nourishment, gentle attention, so that its roots can grow deep and its branches can spread out, strong and lush. And so, with this clear and loving perception, you make a decision, a gentle but firm decision, like a silent vow made to your soul. You decide to dedicate this session, this precious journey in your mental laboratory, to the creation of something very special, something that will nourish and strengthen this inner spark. You decide to brew the bubbly potion of instant self-confidence. The name itself sounds like a promise of magic and gentle transformation. Feel how this decision resonates within you, not as a task or an obligation, but as an act of deep self-love, a gift that you offer yourself with care and intention. It is as if a small light is lit in your chest, a light of hope and on purpose. The simple intention of cultivating self-confidence already begins to move subtle energies, already begins to prepare the inner ground for the positive change you desire. When you set this intention, a wave of tranquility runs through your entire being. It is the tranquility that comes from clarity of purpose, the peace that arises when we align our will with the well-being of our soul. There is no more dispersion, there is no more uncertainty about what to do. Your mind, your heart, and your spirit are now focused, united in this noble and restorative objective. Imagine that this intention, this decision to create the potion of self-confidence, manifests as a small sphere of golden light, gently pulsating in your ethereal hands. Feel the subtle warmth that emanates from it, the vibration of pure potentiality. This sphere of light represents your commitment to yourself, your desire to see yourself blossom, to feel stronger, more secure, more capable of facing life's challenges with grace and courage. And this sense of hope is like a balm for the soul. It whispers that change is possible, that transformation is within your reach, that you have within you all the tools necessary to build the life you desire, and to become the most self-confident version of yourself. Hope dissolves any remaining shadow of doubt and makes room for faith. Faith in your own ability to create, to heal, and to evolve. As you hold this clear and luminous intention in your heart, feel the atmosphere of your mental laboratory become even more receptive, even more charged with creative potential. It is as if the very essence of the universe is being created. Space was vibrating in tune with your purpose, ready to collaborate with you in this inner alchemy. The dim lights seemed to shine a little brighter. The soft sounds seemed to carry a note of encouragement, and the air seems impregnated with an energy of pure magic. This is the power of focused intention, especially when combined with the deep relaxation of approaching sleep. Your subconscious mind is now particularly receptive, ready to absorb the seeds of change and to nourish them during the night's rest. making the process of transformation even more effective and effortless. Allow this feeling of hope and tranquility to deepen into every cell of your being like a fine, beneficial rain that waters a thirsty garden. Feel the peace that emanates from this decision, the certainty that you are on the right path, taking care of yourself in the most loving and powerful way possible. There is no rush, there is no pressure, just the gentle certainty that you are moving towards a state of greater well-being and self-knowledge. Breathe in this hope, breathe in this tranquility, and let it may they fill all the empty spaces within. You, replacing any trace of worry with a deep calm and a serene anticipation for what is to come. You are now perfectly aligned with the purpose of this night, ready to begin the preparations for the creation of your magic potion with a light, heart and a mind at peace, deeply at peace. With the intention of creating your bubbling potion of self-confidence now firmly established in your heart, like a guiding star shining softly in the stillness of your mental laboratory, your focus gently turns to the next step of this inner alchemy, the preparation of the sacred vessel that will hold the precious ingredients of your transformation. On a special shelf, illuminated by a beam of particularly serene silver light, rests the crystal vial of pure consciousness. This is no ordinary vial, it is a manifestation of your own consciousness, clear, receptive, and ready to be filled with new and wonderful possibilities. Approach it slowly, with reverence, feeling the calm and pure energy that emanates from this singular object. Observe it in your mind's eye, with all the attention and curiosity of a child before a treasure. See its clarity, it is a crystal so pure, so translucent, that it seems to contain the very fertile void of the universe. A void where everything can be born, where all forms can arise. There is no imperfections on its surface, only an impeccable smoothness, which reflects the ambient light in extraordinary ways. Contemplate the brilliance of this bottle. It is not an ostentatious brilliance, but rather an internal glow, as if a small star were imprisoned in its core, pulsating gently, emitting dancing reflections that spread across the walls of your laboratory like little fairies of light. Each facet of the crystal, if there is one, or each gentle curve, if it is perfectly rounded, captures the soft light of the environment and multiplies it, creating a silent spectacle of beauty and serenity. Observe the way it reflects the soft light of the laboratory, the calming colors of the environment, the deep blue, the indigo, the violet, the pale gold. All these hues seem to dance inside the crystal, mixing and separating, as if the bottle were a small universe in itself, a microcosm of your own mind, capable of containing and reflecting all the colors of your experience and transforming them into pure light. Feel the sensation of purity that the bottle radiates. It is a purity that invites honesty, clarity of intention, inner truth. It represents your ability to see things as they are, without the filters of doubt or fear. It is a symbol of your awakened, clear consciousness, ready to receive the gifts of self-confidence. Imagine that any trace of mental fog, any cloudy thought, simply dissipates as you approach this bottle, as if its intrinsic purity had the power to purify everything around you. And with this purity comes the feeling of unlimited potential. This bottle, seemingly empty, but vibrating with subtle energy, represents the infinite space within you, where new realities can be created, where old patterns can be transformed, and where your true essence can shine without hindrance. It is the artist's blank canvas, the clay in the sculptor's hands, the silence from which the most beautiful melody can emerge. Feel this vastness of possibilities contained in this simple yet extraordinary crystal bottle. Now. With a slow, intentional movement, extend your ethereal hands and take the vial with the utmost care. Feel its contact with your subtle skin. The texture is incredibly smooth, almost slippery, like polished ice, but without the intense cold, perhaps with a neutral temperature or slightly cool, a freshness that awakens and at the same time calms. Feel its weight in your hands, a weight that is not oppressive, but rather substantial, indicating the importance of what it represents and of what it is about to contain. Turn it gently between your fingers, observing every detail, every reflection, every nuance of its translucent beauty. It seems to vibrate slightly in your hands, as if it were alive, responding to your touch, to your intention. It is a perfect vessel, patiently awaiting the moment to fulfill its purpose, the purpose of serving as the cradle of your new self-confidence. Before adding the magical ingredients, it is important to ensure that this sacred vessel is energetic, clean, and perfectly prepared. Even in its apparent purity, a small ritual, the cleansing effect, can amplify its receptivity and its ability to enhance the potion. You can choose to cleanse it with a gentle, conscious breath. Inhale deeply the pure, revitalizing energy of your mental laboratory, and as you exhale, gently blow over the vial, visualizing your breath as an ethereal breeze, charged with white, purifying light. See this breeze envelop the vial, penetrating every molecule of the crystal, sweeping away any remnants of stagnant energy, any impressions from the past that no longer serve its current purpose. Feel the vial becoming even clearer, even brighter, under the effect of this purifying breath. Or perhaps you prefer to use an inner light. Focus your attention on the center of your being, where your divine spark resides, and visualize a sphere of golden or violet light pulsating there with great intensity. Now, direct a ray of this pure, powerful light from your heart or your forehead directly into the vial you hold in your hands. See this ray of light completely filling the crystal, transmuting any shadow, any impurity into pure light. The vial now seems to glow from the inside out, radiating a vibrant, sacred energy, completely clean and charged with your highest intention. Stay for a few moments, just holding this now purified vial, feeling its renewed energy, its absolute clarity, its readiness to receive the ingredients of your potion. It has become more than a simple container. It is now an extension of your own purified consciousness, a catalyst for the transformation you seek. With each breath, feel more connected to this vial, to this moment, to this purpose. The tranquility of your mental laboratory envelops you like a soft cloak, and the certainty that you are on the right path deepens into your being. You are preparing the ground with care, with love, with mindfulness, for the flowering of your self-confidence. And this vial, this beautiful and pure crystal vial of consciousness, is the first and fundamental step in this magical journey. It awaits, serene and shining, ready for the alchemy that is to come. With your crystal bottle of pure consciousness now clear, bright, and gently vibrating in your ethereal hands, ready to receive the gifts of transformation, we begin the collection of the first ingredient, an essential component for your bubbling potion of self-confidence, the precious luminescent drops of past successes. This is a time of loving retrospect, a gentle invitation for your mind to gently navigate the still waters of your past, not to relive pain or regret, but to retrieve forgotten treasures, pearls of achievement that may have been covered by the dust of time. or diminished by the voice of self-criticism. Today, we will bring them to light. With love and appreciation, allow your consciousness to expand, like a still lake under the moonlight, and gently invite the memories of your achievements to emerge on the surface of this calm water, no matter how great or small they may seem to the eyes of the world, or even to your own eyes in moments of need. Doubt, here in your sacred laboratory, each success, each achievement, each step taken towards a goal, no matter how small, has immense value and a light of its own. Perhaps the memory of a challenge you overcame in childhood comes to mind, learning to ride a bike or reading your first words. Feel again that small but powerful wave of triumph, of innocent pride. Perhaps it is the memory of a school project completed with care, or of a friendship you cultivated with loyalty and affection. Let these memories blossom unhurriedly, like lotus buds slowly opening. Perhaps the memory of an act of courage arises when you stood up for something you believed in, or when you faced a fear, even if your hands were shaking and your heart was beating fast. Recognize the strength that resided within you at that moment, the resilience that drove you to move forward. Perhaps it is the memory of having learned a new skill, a musical instrument, a new language, or a craft technique. Remember the satisfaction of seeing your effort turn into mastery. However incipient, take your time. Allow these memories to come to you, like colorful butterflies gently landing in your inner garden. Some may be vivid, others more subtle, like a distant perfume that evokes a pleasant sensation. Welcome them all with the same tenderness, with the same gratitude, for each one of them is a testament to your ability, your strength, your intrinsic worth. Now, as these memories of success float into your consciousness, visualize each one of them transforming, condensing into a small drop of liquid light, a pure essence of that achievement. Some drops may be a warm, vibrant gold, like the morning sun, radiating joy and energy. Others may be a soft, shimmering silver, like the moonlight on water, emanating calm and wisdom. Let the color reveal itself naturally, reflecting the unique quality of that particular success. Watch these drops of light hovering before you, pulsating with a gentle energy. Each one of them carries the vibration of your achievement, the frequency of their realized capacity. They are little liquid jewels, extracted from the precious mines of their own life story. Asterisk, the collection process is gentle and We are not just looking for the big trophies, but also the small victories of everyday life. That time you helped someone in need, or when you managed to stay calm in a stressful situation, or when you simply allowed yourself a moment of genuine joy. These are all manifestations of your inner power, and they deserve to be honored. Now, with a gesture of pure intention, and with the delicacy of someone picking a rare flower, we will collect 3 of these luminescent drops. Choose the ones that resonate most with you at this moment, the ones whose glow seems most inviting, or whose energy seems most needed to nourish your self-confidence right now. Reach out your ethereal hand, or use a small imaginary instrument, perhaps a mother-of-pearl shell or a crystal spoon, and approach the first drop of light you have chosen. Feel its luminosity warming your hand, its energy pulsing in harmony with yours. With a gentle movement, collect this first drop and watch it rest in your shell or on your hand, glowing brightly. Take this first luminescent drop to your crystal jar of pure consciousness. Gently tilt your hand or the shell and let the drop drip delicately into the jar. Listen with the ears of your soul to the subtle sound it makes as it touches the bottom of the crystal, perhaps a soft, melodious plink or a shimmering whisper. See how it settles to the bottom of the jar, radiating its golden or silver light, and beginning to illuminate the crystal from the inside out, a small pool of liquid light vibrating with the memory of your success. Now, turn your attention to the other drops of light that hover in your consciousness, and choose the second one, the one that seems to call to you with its particular brilliance. Repeat the collection process with the same gentleness and reverence. Feel its energy, admire its color, and carefully deposit it into the jar. Observe how this second drop joins the first, perhaps blending their colors harmoniously, or perhaps remaining distinct, but in perfect harmony company. The light inside the bottle intensifies a little more, the glow becomes deeper, richer, and then, the third drop, choose it with your heart. Perhaps the one that represents an important learning experience, or an overcoming that brought you great growth. Collect it with care, and place it together with the other two. Inside your sacred bottle, now, 3 small pools of liquid light, 3 pure essences of your past successes, rest at the bottom of the crystal, shining, pulsating, and interacting with each other, creating a serene and powerful light show. Contemplate for a moment the effect of these 3 luminescent drops inside your crystal bottle. They are not just memories, they are living energy. They are tangible proof of your ability to achieve, to overcome, to shine. They are the foundation of your self-confidence, the reminder that you have been, and continue to be, capable of wonderful things. Feel the energy of these drops beginning to permeate the environment of your laboratory, bringing a feeling of warmth, validation, and inner power serene with each breath. Allow this feeling to deepen. The collection of the first ingredient has been successfully completed, and your vial now contains the pure essence of your past victories, a solid and luminous base for the potion that is about to be created. Relax and feel the satisfaction of this moment, the tranquility of this accomplishment. As the 3 luminescent drops of past successes rest at the bottom of your crystal vial of pure consciousness, radiating their warm, golden or silvery, serene light, feel their energy stabilizing, creating a solid base, a foundation of recognized inner power. Now, with the same gentleness and loving intention, our focus turns to the second ingredient, an equally precious and complementary component, the subtle powder of recognized qualities. This is no ordinary powder found on a mundane shelf. It is the distilled essence of your deepest virtues, those intrinsic qualities that define your being, that shape your interactions, and that you yourself may often fail to notice or fully appreciate. Today, we will honor them, we will celebrate them, and we will invite them to join our magic potion. Allow your attention to gently shift away from external deeds, past successes, and delve a little deeper into the deep within your being. There reside innate qualities, gifts of your soul that have always accompanied you, even if they sometimes manifest themselves in a subtle, almost imperceptible way. Think about kindness, that ability to treat others and yourself with gentleness, with compassion, with a touch of tenderness, even in the most challenging moments. Perhaps you will find within yourself a thread of kindness, a kind word, a gesture of consideration. Visualize this kindness as a very fine powder, a soft pink, like the petals of a delicate flower at dawn, a powder that carries the vibration of unconditional love and empathy. Now, contemplate your resilience, that inner strength that allows you to get up after a fall, that drives you to continue, even when the path seems difficult. Remember the times when you thought you couldn't do it, but somehow you found the strength to move forward, to adapt, to learn from adversity. See this resilience as a powder of a deep and strong blue, like tempered steel, or like the sapphire that symbolizes the perseverance and strength of the soul. A powder that shines with an inner light, firm and unshakable, and your creativity, that divine spark that allows you to see the world in new and original ways, that inspires you to find unexpected solutions, to express your uniqueness, whether through art, writing, music, or simply in the way you organize your day or solve an everyday problem. Creativity is a vital force, an expression of your unique soul. Imagine this creativity as an iridescent, multicolored powder, like a handful of ground opals, or like the brilliance of a rainbow captured in tiny particles, each color representing a different facet of your fertile imagination. Think also of your intuition, that inner voice, that knowing that comes not from logic, but from a deeper connection with universal wisdom, those hunches, those sudden inspirations that guide you on the right path. Even when you don't understand why, visualize your intuition as a powder of amethyst, a deep, translucent violet that sparkles with flashes of clarity and hidden knowledge, a dust that connects you with the mysteries of the universe and with your own inner truth, and so many other qualities, your patience, your honesty, your sense of humor, your loyalty, your ability to forgive, your curiosity, your love for nature or for animals. Each of these qualities is a treasure, a facet of the multifaceted diamond that is your being. Don't worry about listing them all now. Just allow the awareness of these virtues to blossom in your heart, like a secret garden that reveals itself under the soft light of self-acceptance. Asterisk, as you contemplate these qualities, see them manifesting as a fine, extremely subtle, and sparkling powder, each quality with its own particular color, its unique vibration. Together, they form a luminous cloud of precious particles hovering before you as if they were stardust, or the crystallized nectar of the rarest celestial flowers. This is the time to recognize and celebrate these qualities. Too often, we are taught to focus on our faults, on our points for improvement, and we forget to honor the virtues we already possess, which already shine within us. Allow yourself to feel pride, a quiet and humble pride, for these qualities that make you who you are, a unique and valuable being. Now, with the same reverence with which you collected the drops of success, let us add a generous pinch of this powder of recognized qualities to your crystal vial. Not a miserly pinch, but an abundant portion which reflects the richness of your virtues. Extend your hand, again ethereal, or use a small silver censer or a lotus leaf as a container, and approach this shimmering cloud of colored powders with a graceful movement. Collect a generous portion of this multifaceted powder. Feel its lightness in your hands, the way the particles shimmer and dance, each carrying the essence of a quality of yours with great care. Bring this portion of precious powder to the mouth of your crystal vial, which already contains the luminescent drops of past successes. Gently tilt your hand, or whatever container you are using, and let the powder fall like a soft and silent waterfall into the vial. Watch with fascination as this shimmering powder settles on the drops of liquid light. Some particles may float for an instant, like fairy dust, before settling. Others may mix immediately, creating new hues, new textures. See the pink powder of kindness spreading like a soft mist, the blue of resilience adding depth, the iridescent of creativity dotting points of unexpected brilliance, and the violet of intuition giving a touch of mystery and magic. The light inside the bottle now seems more diffuse, more complex, the drops of success still shine brightly, but now they are adorned, enriched, by the subtle and powerful presence of this powder of qualities. It is as if your external achievements are now complemented and sustained by your inner richness, by the silent strength of your virtues. The mixture is not stirred or forced. The powder settles naturally, finding its place among the drops of light. In a slow and harmonious dance, some powders may partially dissolve, tinting the luminous liquid with their colors. Others may remain as sparkling particles, adding texture and depth to the potion that begins to form. Feel the energy emanating from the bottle now. It is a more complete, more balanced energy. It does not speak only of your achievements, but also of who you are in your purest essence. It carries the vibration of your totality, of your integrity. Allow this image to settle in your mind. The bottle now containing the luminosity of your successes and the subtle glow of your recognized qualities. It is a vision of beauty and of quiet power. With each breath, feel this combination of energies beginning to vibrate at a new frequency, a frequency of genuine self-confidence, which springs from both doing and being. You are masterfully and lovingly weaving the ingredients of your own transformation, and your mental laboratory fills with a reverent stillness as the potion begins to take shape and substance. Relax deeply, savoring this moment of conscious creation and of profound recognition of your worth. Now that your crystal bottle of pure consciousness holds within its bosom the luminescent drops of past successes and the subtle dust of recognized qualities, creating a rich and multifaceted base for your potion, it is time to introduce the catalyst, the element that will unite, harmonize, and potentize these precious ingredients, transforming them truly into the bubbling potion of self-confidence. This catalyst is the wand of self-acceptance. In a place of honor within your mental laboratory, perhaps resting on a deep blue velvet cushion or suspended in a soft, pulsating energy field, sits this singular wand. It is not an instrument of external power or manipulation, but rather a symbol of your innate ability to embrace, love, and accept yourself exactly as you are in this very moment, with all your lights and all your shadows. Approach it with an open heart and a serene mind. Allow your inner eyes to contemplate it in all its details. The wand of self-acceptance is unique to each being. It reflects your purest essence, your particular journey. Perhaps your wand is made of an ancient wood, polished by time and the touch of wise hands, a dark and lustrous wood, like ebony, or light and soft, like sandalwood, emanating a subtle and comforting aroma, which speaks of deep roots and constant growth. Feel the texture of this wood in your imagination, smooth, warm to the touch, with veins that tell stories of resilience and wisdom. Or perhaps your wand is carved from pure crystal, a crystal that not only reflects light, but seems to contain it within itself. Perhaps a rose quartz, radiating the soft and unconditional energy of self-love, or a golden citrine, vibrating with the joy of self-approval, or even a transparent crystal, like its bottle, symbolizing the clarity of acceptance without judgment. See how the light of the laboratory dances through this crystal, creating halos of soft colors around you. It may also be that your wand of self-acceptance is not made of any physical matter, but of pure, solidified light, a light that you yourself shaped with the strength of your intention and the purity of your desire to embrace yourself, a light that can be white and bright, like the essence of your soul, or golden and warm, like the embrace of the sun. This wand of light seems to vibrate in your ethereal hands. Light, but incredibly powerful, regardless of its shape. or its material. What defines this wand is the energy it emanates. Feel with all your being the wave of gentle warmth and unconditional love that constantly flows from it. It is a warmth that does not burn, but rather soothes, that dissolves any knot of self-criticism, any coldness of self-judgment. It is a love that does not demand perfection, but that celebrates your humanity, your authenticity, your unique journey. This unconditional love is the very essence of self-acceptance. The ability to look into the mirror of the soul and say yes. Yes to everything that you are. Yes to your strengths and also to your vulnerabilities. Yes to your successes and also to your learnings. It is a yes that liberates, that heals, and that opens the doors to true confidence. The kind that does not depend on external approval, but that springs from a deep and serene knowledge of oneself. Now, with a feeling of deep reverence and with a heart full of gratitude for this gift that you offer yourself, extend your hand and take your wand of self-acceptance. Feel it in your palm, the ideal weight, the shape that fits perfectly in your hand, as if it had been tailor-made for you and only for you. The moment you hold it, feel your energy beginning to flow, gently rising up your arm like a warm and pleasant current. This energy runs through your shoulders, down your chest, and spreading throughout your body, your entire body, like a wave of deep well-being and inner peace. It is the energy of pure self-acceptance, beginning to awaken every cell of your being to your own beauty, to your own worth. Feel how this energy calms any remnants of anxiety, any inner voice that insists on criticizing or doubting. It does not fight against these voices. It simply wraps them in a blanket of compassion and invites them to be still, to rest. Under the loving light of acceptance, hold the wand in your hand for a few moments, just feeling this connection, this infusion of self-love. Allow the central idea of self-acceptance to deepen into your consciousness, the idea that you do not need to be perfect to be loved, or to be confident. True confidence flourishes in the fertile soil of self-acceptance when you stop fighting who you are and begin to celebrate the journey of becoming who you are destined to be. Self-acceptance is not resignation. It is not giving up on growing or improving. On the contrary, it is the starting point for any genuine and lasting transformation. For only when we accept where we are and who we are now, can we truly choose the path we want to follow, with clarity, with intention, and with the strength that comes from authenticity. Feel how the wand of self-acceptance in your hand seems to become an extension of your own heart, a channel through which your love for yourself can flow freely, without blocks, without conditions. It is a constant reminder that you are worthy, that you are enough, exactly as you are, with each breath. Let this truth settle deeper into your being. The confidence we seek is not armor to hide our frailties, but rather the courage to be vulnerable, to be authentic, to show ourselves to the world as we truly are, and this courage can only be born from self-acceptance. Your wand of self-acceptance is now charged with your intention, with your presence, with the pulsating energy of your awakened self-love. It is ready to fulfill its sacred role in the creation of your potion, ready to be the catalyst that will merge your past successes and your recognized qualities into a symphony of genuine and lasting self-confidence. Feel the deep stillness of your mental laboratory, the serene expectation in the air as you prepare for the next step of this sacred alchemy. The wand of self-acceptance in your hand is the key, the promise of a transformation that begins from the inside out, with love, with kindness, and with the deep and liberating acceptance of yourself. With your wand of self-acceptance, held firmly in your hand, pulsing with the gentle warmth and pure energy of unconditional love, and your crystal vial of pure consciousness before you, containing the luminescent drops of past successes and the subtle dust of recognized qualities. We have come to the apex of our alchemical journey tonight, the sacred moment of blending, the instant when true magic happens and trust begins to awaken. Approach the vial with the wand in hand, with a feeling of deep reverence and quiet expectation. There is no rush in this act. Every movement is conscious. Every gesture is imbued with intention and love. Feel the combined energy of the ingredients in the vial, the light of your successes, the glow of your qualities, eagerly awaiting the transformative touch of self-acceptance. Now, with an incredibly slow, deliberate movement, dip the tip of your wand of self-acceptance into the contents of the vial. Feel the light contact of the wand with the luminous liquid and the particles sparkling. It is a soft touch, almost imperceptible, but it carries within itself the power to initiate a profound transformation. Begin to stir the mixture, not vigorously or agitatedly, but with a gentle, circular motion, as if you were caressing the waters of a sacred lake at dawn. Slow, conscious movements, in a clockwise direction, infusing the energy of creation, expansion, positive manifestation, or perhaps counterclockwise. If you feel that you need to release something, purify before building. Follow your intuition. It is your best guide in this sacred laboratory. Observe carefully, with the eyes of your soul, what happens inside the bottle as you perform this ritualistic movement. The transformation begins subtly, almost hesitantly at first, but gradually gains strength and beauty. The luminescent drops of past successes, those small pools of golden or silver light, begin to stir gently, as if they were awakening from a deep sleep. They begin to spin slowly, following the movement of your wand, and their edges, previously clear, begin to become softened, to merge with each other, and the subtle dust of recognized qualities, those fine, shimmering particles of many colors that rested on the drops of light, now begin to dance, to be gently incorporated into the mix. The pink dust of kindness, the blue of resilience, the iridescent of creativity, the violet of intuition, all of them begin to intertwine with the liquid light of your successes, like colored silk threads being woven into a cloak of pure light. Asterisk with each circular movement of your self-acceptance wand. The energy of unconditional love is released into the mixture, acting as a divine solvent, dissolving any barriers between the ingredients, harmonizing their different vibrations, and uniting them in a common purpose. The creation of your self-confidence. See how the colors inside the jar begin to change, to transform. The individual shades of the quality powder and the particular brilliance of each drop of success begin to merge, to blend, creating a new color, a unique color that represents your unique self-confidence. Gradually, the entire mixture begins to acquire a golden hue, a vibrant, translucent, and incredibly luminous gold. It is not a dull or heavy gold, but a gold that seems alive, that pulsates with energy, and that radiates a soft and comforting warmth. It is the gold of perfect alchemy, the gold of inner wisdom, the gold of fully realized self-esteem. As you continue to stir gently, with increasingly fluid and harmonious movements, begin to notice the emergence of small bubbles, tiny spheres of effervescent light that begin to form at the bottom of the vial and slowly rise towards the surface. They are like little shooting stars ascending, or like sighs of joy from the potion itself, which awakens to life. These effervescent bubbles are the sign that the transformation is deepening, that the energy is intensifying. They carry with them the pure essence of renewed confidence, and as they reach the surface, they burst gently, releasing a subtle, delicious aroma into the air of your laboratory. Inhale this aroma deeply with all your attention. It is a unique perfume that only you can identify, but that certainly carries notes of deep peace, of inner certainty, of serene joy, and of a quiet, unshakable strength. Perhaps it has a citrus touch, which invigorates, or a floral touch, which calms, or a woody touch, which grounds. Let this aroma fill your ethereal lungs, and let its fragrance spread throughout your entire being, nourishing your soul with the promise of blossoming confidence. The golden light within the vial intensifies with each moment. With each bubble that rises and breaks, the glow is no longer contained only within the liquid. It begins to emanate from the vial itself, enveloping you in a pulsating golden aura. Your crystal vial of pure consciousness now feels like a small sun in your hands, radiating light, warmth, and an incredibly positive and powerful energy. Feel this golden light expanding, touching your hands, rising up your arms, and beginning to envelop your entire body like a cloak of pure liquid confidence. It is a wonderful sensation of fullness, of integrity, of inner strength that does not need to be shouted to be heard, but that manifests itself as a calm, secure, and unshakable presence. Continue stirring for a few more moments, allowing the potion to reach its maximum point of power. Luminosity and vibration feel the perfect harmony between the ingredients. Now completely fused, transformed, and enhanced by the loving energy of your wand of self-acceptance. There is no more separation, only a golden, vibrant, empowered unity. The instant self-confidence bubbling potion is almost ready. It glows with a light that seems to come from another world, a world where doubt does not exist, where fear dissolves, and where your true essence can manifest in all its glory. Feel the serene joy of this accomplishment, the deep satisfaction of having co-created this wonder with the treasures of your own soul, and the magic of your loving intention. With each bubbling, with each pulse of golden light, confidence becomes more real, more palpable, more integrated into your being. It is a gentle but profound awakening, like the sun rising on the horizon, promising a new day, full of possibilities and inner radiance. With your instant self-confidence bubbling potion now fully formed, glowing with a translucent golden radiance within your crystal bottle of pure consciousness, vibrating with a pulsating energy of pure certainty and inner peace, gently remove your wand of self-acceptance and place it to the side in its place of honor. It has fulfilled its sacred role perfectly and now rests, emanating its loving light upon your creation. This is a moment of deep contemplation, a sacred moment to admire the beauty and power of that which you have created with the treasures of your soul and the intention of your heart. Hold the bottle in both your ethereal hands and feel its vibrant, pulsating energy. It is like holding a small liquid sun, a bottled star, whose light radiates a soft, comforting warmth that spreads through your hands, up your arms, and warms your entire being. Observe the golden liquid within the bottle. The effervescent bubbles continue to rise, more slowly now, like sighs of contentment, releasing that subtle and delicious aroma of peace and certainty, which perfumes the air of your mental laboratory. The light that emanates from the potion is so intense that it seems to illuminate every corner of your inner refuge, dissolving any remaining shadow, any trace of doubt that could still exist. Feel the energy of this potion. It is a living, dynamic energy, but at the same time incredibly serene and balanced. It is not arrogant nor imposing, but rather a calm and unshakable force which resides in the core of your being, waiting to be fully integrated, to become part of you in a permanent and loving way. This is the elixir of your self-confidence, distilled from your own successes, enriched by your noblest qualities, and catalyzed by your unconditional love for yourself. There is nothing in it that is not yours, that is not authentic, that is not true. It is the pure essence of your inner strength, now manifested in a tangible way, ready to be assimilated with a heart full of gratitude. And with a conscious and serene decision, you prepare for the ritual of drinking this potion mentally. This is not an act of physical ingestion, but rather a symbolic act of deep absorption, of fully integrating this new energy of confidence into every fiber of your being, into every level of your consciousness. Gently close your mind's eye for a moment and formulate the clear intention. I now absorb and fully integrate this essence of renewed self-confidence, allowing it to become a living, vibrant part of who I am. Feel the truth and power of this affirmation resonating in your heart, in your soul. Now, slowly, with a reverent and meaningful movement, bring the crystal bottle of pure consciousness towards your ethereal lips. Feel the closeness of its pulsating energy, the gentle warmth that radiates, the delicious aroma that intensifies. It is a moment of deep communion with yourself, an act of self-nourishment of the highest order. Gently tilt the bottle and allow the first sip of this golden and luminous liquid to touch your subtle lips. Feel its texture. It is incredibly smooth, velvety, like liquid silk, or like the purest divine nectar. There is no roughness, there is no resistance, just a perfect fluidity which invites surrender and absorption. As you slowly sip the first sip, concentrate intensely on the sensation of the flavor. It is a unique flavor, indescribable in human words, but which certainly evokes the purest and most elevated sensations. It may be sweet, but not a sickening sweet, but rather a subtle and natural sweetness, like the honey of rare flowers or the juice of heavenly fruits, a sweetness that nourishes and comforts. You may also notice a touch of warmth, a pleasant and comforting warmth, which spreads through your mouth and begins to descend gently down your throat like a liquid embrace, which calms and reassures. This warmth carries with it the energy of confident action, of serene courage, of certainty inside. Continue to sip the potion, sip by sip, slowly, savoring every moment, every nuance of this ethereal sensory experience. With each sip, feel the velvety texture enveloping your tongue, your cheeks, your throat, like a healing balm, dissolving any unspoken words of self-criticism, any knot of insecurity that may have formed over time. Notice how the flavor can evolve, with each sip revealing new layers of complexity and delight. Perhaps subtle citrus notes will emerge, bringing a feeling of mental clarity, optimism, lightness, or perhaps more earthy notes, connecting you with your inner strength, with your stability, with your ability to stand firm in the face of challenges. The important thing is that each sip is an experience of pure pleasure, of deep nourishment, of loving self-acceptance. There is no rush. Allow yourself to enjoy this ritual with all your full attention, feeling the potion not only with your ethereal senses, but with all your being. Your being with each portion of the golden liquid that you ingest. Feel your vital energy rising, your vibrational frequency becoming higher, purer, more aligned with your true essence. It is as if you are filling yourself from the inside out with pure liquid light, with the essence of your own magnificence. The vial in your hands becomes lighter as the potion is consumed, but the feeling of power and fullness within you increases exponentially. It is a delicious paradox. The more you empty yourself of the external elixir, the more you fill yourself with your inner strength. Continue until the last golden drop is sipped with the same reverence and gratitude as the first sip. Feel the deep satisfaction of having completed this ritual, of having nourished your soul with this precious gift that you yourself created for yourself. Rest the now empty vial next to your wand of self-acceptance. It has fulfilled its noble purpose, serving as the cradle and chalice of your transformation. And you, now, it is full, saturated, with the vibrant and luminous essence of your renewed self-confidence, ready to spread and integrate into every cell of your being. Now that you have sipped every last drop of your instant self-confidence bubbling potion, feeling its heavenly flavor, its velvety texture, and its comforting warmth, a new phase of this inner alchemy begins, the phase of cellular infusion, the moment in which this golden and luminous essence begins its sacred journey, filling every fiber of your being, every corner of your existence, with the pure and unshakable vibration of renewed confidence. Feel, deep within your chest, in the center of your energetic heart, a point of golden light beginning to expand, like an inner sun awakening. This is the point of origin, the epicenter from which the energy of the potion you have just mentally drank begins to radiate. It is a warm, pulsating, and incredibly loving light. Allow your attention to rest gently on this luminous center. Observe how it pulses in rhythm with your calm and deep breathing. With each inhalation, it seems to absorb even more of the energy of confidence that now resides within you. And with each as you exhale, it releases this energy in soft, concentric waves that spread throughout your body. Imagine this warm, golden light, the pure essence of your self-confidence potion, beginning to flow from your heart like rivers of liquid gold, running along luminous paths throughout your interior. First it heads upwards, climbing your neck, bathing your throat with a sense of clarity and power of expression. That voice that perhaps hesitated to speak now finds a new firmness, a new serenity. The golden light continues its upward journey, filling your entire head, every cell in your brain, every nerve ending. Feel it clearing your thoughts, dissolving any fog of confusion or indecision. It is as if windows were opening in your mind, allowing the light of inner wisdom and certainty to shine brightly. Old patterns of self-critical thinking, of doubt about your capabilities, begin to fade, to lose their strength, like shadows that cannot resist the advance of the sun. Now, feel this same light, golden and warm, descending from your heart, spreading through your shoulders, relieving any tension, any weight you might be carrying. It flows down your arms, reaching your fingertips, infusing your hands with the energy of confident action, of the ability to create, to achieve, to touch the world with confidence and purpose. The golden wave continues to descend, bathing your abdomen, your internal organs, nourishing them with vitality and well-being. Feel how it calms any agitation in your solar plexus, strengthening your personal power center, your ability to remain steady and centered, even in the face of life's storms. The healing and strengthening light of confidence spreads through your hips, your legs, gently descending until it reaches the soles of your feet. Feel this golden energy connecting you to the earth, rooting you in security, in stability, in the certainty that you have a place in this world, and that you deserve to occupy it with fullness and joy. Now, visualize this infusion happening on an even deeper level, on a cellular level. Imagine each one of the trillions of cells that make up your physical body, each little powerhouse of life, opening to receive this golden light, like thirsty flowers opening to the morning sun. See each cell being bathed, filled, saturated with this energy of pure trust. The cell membranes become more permeable to this higher vibration, and the nucleus of each cell, the center of your genetic command, begins to resonate in harmony with this new frequency of self-acceptance and certainty. As the golden light penetrates each cell, visualize old patterns of doubt, fear, insecurity, which may have been stored there as energetic memories, beginning to dissolve, to disintegrate, like dust in the wind, or like ice melting under the heat of the sun. There is no struggle, no resistance, just a gentle release, a serene surrender to this process of purification and renewal. Asterisk in its place, the clarity and certainty of confidence begins to settle in, anchoring itself deep into the fabric of your being. It is as if new information, new codes of light, are being gently inscribed into your etheric DNA, reprogramming your default response to challenges, transforming hesitation into readiness, timidity into calm presence, self-criticism into loving self-encouragement. This is a gentle reprogramming process that happens at a deep level, beyond your conscious mind. It is your own inner wisdom, activated by the potion you have created, that is orchestrating this transformation with perfection and with infinite love. Feel every muscle fiber in your body relaxing under this golden infusion, absorbing the quiet strength, the flexibility, the ability to act with purpose and conviction. Feel every nerve ending being calmed, soothed, now transmitting signals of peace, of security, of well-being, instead of alerts of anxiety or stress. Your bloodstream becomes a river of golden light, carrying this energy of confidence to every organ, to every tissue, to every remote corner of your body, nourishing, healing, and strengthening everything in its path. Your immune system is bathed in this light, receiving a boost of vitality and resilience. Remain in this state of deep absorption, feeling the transformation take place on every level of your being. Doubt fades away like a mist that dissipates at dawn, and in its place arises a crystal clarity, an unshakable certainty about who you are, about your worth, about your capabilities. It is not an arrogant or ego-based confidence, but rather a quiet, humble confidence that springs from the deep knowledge of your true nature, from your connection to the source of all creation. It is the confidence that allows you to be authentic, vulnerable, and at the same time, incredibly strong with each breath. Feel this infusion deepening, solidifying, becoming a permanent part of your inner landscape. The golden light is no longer something external. It is you. You are it. You have become one in a sacred union of self-love and power inner. This is the miracle of soul alchemy, the transformation of the lead of doubt into the pure gold of trust, performed by you, for you, within the sacred sanctuary of your own being. Rest in this feeling, in this certainty, as the gentle reprogramming continues, on an ever deeper, ever more complete level, preparing you to awaken or to fall, asleep even more deeply, bathed in this new and wonderful light. Asterisk. And now, after this magical and transformative journey into your secret laboratory of the creative mind, after having prepared with so much love and intention your bubbling potion of instant self-confidence, after having drunk it with reverence, and felt its golden essence infuse itself into every cell, into every fiber of your being, you find yourself in a state of plenitude, of deep and serene fulfillment. But feel, with every atom of your existence, the overwhelming and wonderful sensation of being completely filled, overflowing with the warm golden light of confidence. There are no more empty spaces, no more dark corners where doubt can hide, only light, pure, radiant, and unwavering golden light emanating from within you and radiating gently out into the world around you, your ethereal body, and by extension, your physical body now rests in a state of absolute relaxation. Feel the pleasant weight of your limbs, as if they were gently anchored by an invisible force of pure tranquility. Your shoulders are loose, your jaw is set, relaxed, your forehead smooth and serene. Every muscle, every nerve, every tissue of your body is completely surrendered to this deep rest, this peace that surpasses all understanding. Your mind, once perhaps a whirlwind of thoughts, or a restless sea of worries, now resembles a crystal clear lake on a summer morning, calm, serene, mirroring the peaceful vastness of the sky within. The thoughts that arise are like fluffy white clouds, floating lazily and dissolving without a trace. There is no need to cling to any of them. Just watch them pass by with an inner smile of pure serenity. And in your heart there now resides a certainty, a deep inner certainty, unshakable and unchanging, the certainty that this trust that you have cultivated, that you have nurtured, that you have integrated, is now an integral part of your being. It is not something that you need to seek outside or that can be taken from you. It is yours, intrinsically yours, woven into the very tapestry of your soul. This trust is not an effort. It is not a mask that you need to wear. It simply is, like your breathing, like the beating of your heart, natural, spontaneous, and vital. You feel it in every cell, in every thought, in every feeling. It is your new fundamental note, the soft and constant melody that rocks your existence. And with this complete certainty of yourself, with this feeling of being complete and at peace, you allow yourself, with infinite kindness, to gently surrender to sleep, a sleep that promises to be unlike any other, a sleep lulled by this new and wonderful feeling of inner strength, of deep peace, and of unshakable self-confidence. Imagine yourself now as a cosmic baby, snuggled in a cradle of pure golden light, being gently rocked by the loving hands of the universe. There is nothing to fear, nothing to do, nothing to prove. Just surrender, surrender to this deep and restorative rest. Feel how this golden light of trust forms a protective cocoon around you, a sanctuary of peace and security where you can rest, replenish, rejuvenate, and allow all the transformations that have occurred this night to consolidate, deepen, and integrate further on all levels of your being. Asterisk, as you float gently on the edge of sleep, carry with you this sense of wholeness, of certainty, of self-love. Let it be the last impression on your consciousness before you sink into the depths of rest. And know with all your heart that when you awaken, this confidence will be there, waiting for you, like a faithful friend, ready to guide you, to sustain you, to inspire you to live your day with more authenticity, with more courage, with more joy, and with a calm and magnetic presence that will touch everyone around you. The seeds of self-confidence that you planted and watered tonight will continue to grow and blossom during your sleep, its roots deepening, its branches spreading, becoming a strong and leafy tree in your inner garden, a tree that will offer you shade on hot days and sweet fruit in times of need. Allow the veil of sleep to cover you now, like a mantle of soft, dark silk, speckled with golden stars. Surrender without reservation, without hesitation, knowing that you are loved, that you are protected, and that you are inherently and wonderfully confident. Let the gentle rhythm of your breathing be the lullaby that leads you into the world of dreams. Dreams that will surely be filled with the golden light of your new confidence. Dreams that will bring you more insights, more healing, and more inspiration. Rest. Now, rest deeply in the golden embrace of your own magnificence. Fall asleep in the complete certainty of yourself, knowing that you are complete, that you are capable, and that you are infinitely valuable.